Yo, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Vade, aka Pro Benchwarmer, and welcome to another Duel Links video. Now I know I've been gone for a while. School has been insane. I've been trying to get my college educations in, but now I took some time to talk to you guys about an underrated card from the Stardust Acceleration box when 5D's World hit. Now I was looking through the box trying to see what I can build. Everything's pretty much garbage in that box. It's not really garbage, it's just incomplete. You know they're gonna hit this channel sometime soon. But this card interests me. This card tuners high. Let's read what it says. It says discard one monster. Special summon from your deck one tuner monster with the same original type and attribute, but one level higher than the discarded monster had in hand. This card is so good. Now let's talk about why it's so good. The first thing I put on the side says it sets up the graveyard. Now this sets up the graveyard really well because a lot of tuners, as we go further into 5Ds, a lot of tuners have like special summon from the grave effects, or some cards just want to be in the graveyard. So you discarding a card from your hand straight to the graveyard can automatically just have you access to a lot of good plays, either in that same turn or going on to the future. A couple examples is we have White Stone of Legend in the game now. You can ditch White Stone of Legend, special summon Galaxy Serpent. It's just a level 2 light dragon. White Stone of Legend in the graveyard will grab you a Blue Eyes White Dragon straight to the hand. Now this will work if we had a lot more erratic cards, so you can make erratic synchro with like extra deck monsters and so on, and so like generic extra deck monsters, and now we can keep looping Blue Eyes, and erratics to keep looping Blue Eyes, and so on and so forth. We don't have those cards yet, but there is future potential there with those cards. Another one is Naturia Pineapple with one of the Akiza level up rewards. It's a level 3 earth plant, and it changes its level 2 times, or level of an earth monster 2 times, so that gives you access to earth synchros right there. And Naturia Plant comes back from the graveyard next turn, allowing you to make more synchro plays, so you don't really go minus there. You get a level 2 synchro material coming back next turn if you have the access to it. So there's cards that want to be in the graveyard that don't necessarily want to hit the field, and this card can instantly put them in the graveyard, so that's really good. Now this card special summons a tuner from the deck, which means if you didn't have access to a tuner in your hand but you wanted to make synchro plays, now you can make synchro plays as long as the tuner and the monster you're discarding are the same attribute and level, and just like attribute and type, but just the levels are a little different. Now you can actually make your synchro plays. Now some tuners actually like I said before, special summon cards from the graveyard, usually when it's normal summon, but if you can set up the graveyard for that normal summon, that condition is going to be met. Like if we get Junk Warrior or Junk Synchron, I forget which is the one that you get with Yusei skill, it special summons a level 2 from the graveyard. You pitch a level 2 Dark Warrior to the graveyard, special summon that from the deck, and then next one you normal summon, it automatically has a level 2 to special summon. You don't have to like fill the conditions some other way, you just filled it by getting the other Junk Synchron out. So that's actually really good, and this card will only get better and better with more synchros as we get more generic synchro support, or archetypes that can use this method of putting cards in the graveyard and getting tuners out. Archetypes like that I'll discuss at the end of the list, but trust me, this card can only get better. It's like our version of, I don't even know how to explain it from the TCG, but like link monsters that can special summon from the deck. This is our way of having that without it being too overpowered. So the problems I can see with this card is that it can be really cloggy. Now all the things that I've described have one tuner's high in the hand, when an opening hand, but if you have more than one tuner's high in your opening hand, what is the second one doing? It's doing absolutely nothing. It provides nothing for you. You get and if you ditch a card and get a tuner and you don't have any monsters to normal summon to then use that tuner to go into a synchro play, what did you actually do? You didn't do anything effective. You didn't do anything to actually advance your game state. You just grabbed a tuner. Like, that's really bad when you don't have anything to use that tuner with. Now also, if you don't have the like attribute and type to get the tuner, sure, you have the monster in your hand and tuner's high, but you can't access your tuner because maybe your tuner is a winged beast, but you have a psychic in your hand. In the case of Gustos, what are you gonna do? It doesn't do anything at that point, so you're still fishing for the type and attribute pairing to ditch to actually grab your tuners. And also, like I said on the side, you need to have multiple targets for this. If you draw that tuner that you wanted to grab with this card, what is the point of the card? It doesn't do anything for you. So you're gonna need a deck that has multiple tuners or multiple monsters that you can grab. We have multiple tuners with different levels so that you can pitch that tuner to grab another tuner, so that you don't actually stop yourself from making synchro plays if you drew the tuner that you needed. Like, you can just make another play or make a different synchro or blah 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 blah. Like, you feel me? Like, you can keep extending. And plus, if you use this card, you get a synchro, and you only have, you use this card, you get a tuner, and you only have a tuner in your hand, you can't synchro into anything because tuners, you can't use two tuners. So it doesn't do anything. It effectively stops your plays. Sure, you got a monster out of your deck, but you can't do anything effective with it, while your opponent's deck is probably like streamlined to actually make plays that stop, like, it's faster than you trying to get your synchro materials together. But that doesn't make this card bad. It just means that certain archetypes can use it better than others. So here's a list of archetypes that I've seen in Duel Links that once we get their tuners, they can actually use these cards. Archetypes like Fabled. Fabled can abuse this, especially since you're discarding a monster. They can special summon themselves, a la Fabled Cerebell. Discard it. Well, I don't think they have a level 3 beast tuner, but you can discard Chawa, get Cerebell, and make plays. After even using Obedience School, you Obedience School to 3 monsters, 2 of them being Synchros and 1 being Nezuchi. You make your Synchro plays, and then you use this to discard Chawa, get Cerebell, and bro, you still making synchro plays, and you still have it normal summon. Fabled is gonna be nuts. Even if we get the Fiend variant, you discard Cruz to get, I forget what the level 3's name is. Cruz, when it gets discarded, you can special summon a Fable from the graveyard, and you can keep making plays like that. Hell, even back to the Beast variant of Fable, you could discard Ganesha, get the level 4 synchro, and then Ganesha special summons itself for level 7 synchro plays. That is nuts. That is nuts. Then you got Naturia with all their plant tuners being level 1, 2, and I believe 3. You have Jirak. Black Wings have tuners from level 1 all the way to level 6, so they always have targets. Gen X, X Saber, Karakuri would be insane to get Karakuri tuners. Flame Veil, Ice Barrier, Gusto, like I mentioned before, is not the best, but all the tuners are Wing Beast. Laval and Vylon, like Light Machine, like, dude, that's gonna be super easy to grab the tuners out, and plus they like equipping themselves to the other Vylon parts, and so on and so forth. If we can make Omega Turbo in this, who knows? But those are archetypes that I've seen that can abuse this card in the future for Duel Links, and I think that this card is super underrated right now, simply because we don't have good synchros. Hopefully we get good synchros. I'm right there with you guys. I hope that we get better synchros as this year moves forward with 5Ds. But these are my thoughts. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. What do you guys think about the future of 5Ds? What do you guys think about the future of this card? Let me know. But with that being said, that's the end of this video. It's a wrap.